It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not is a fool for life. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. The man who chases two rabbits catches neither. Things that are done, it is needless to speak about. Things that are past, it is needless to blame. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. The man who has made up his mind to win will never say impossible. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. It does not matter how tall you are, but how well you stand tall. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue: gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. The wise find pleasure in water. The virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active. The virtuous are tranquil. The wise are joyful. The virtuous are long-lived. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. The man who does not know what he is living for is not fit to live. Things that are done, it is needless to speak about. Things that are past, it is needless to blame. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The man who would rule must first learn to serve. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. When anger rises, think of the consequences. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. To see what is right and not to do it is cowardice. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. If you want 1 year of prosperity, grow grain. If you want 10 years of prosperity, grow trees. If you want 100 years of prosperity, grow people. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. It is not what you do for your children, but what you have taught them to do for themselves that will make them successful human beings. The man who is firm, yet flexible, is the hardest to break. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Virtuous people often revenge themselves for the constraints to which they submit by the boredom which they inspire. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous.